So I'll read the problem. A cube of side 400 mm has a mass density of 2000 kg per cubic meter. Is asking to find out the mass moment of inertia about its centroidal axis parallel to one of its sides and one of its. So first let us take a cube. I'll draw a cube. We know in a cube all the faces are same size. So one side given as 400 mm. Let the side is A. This 400 mm, I'm converting it into meters. So I get 0.4 meters. So this dimension is 0.4 meters. Now all sides are equal. Let this point is A, this point is A dash. Let us mark axis. Let this is centroidal x-axis, centroidal y-axis. So this is the cube. Now in the problem the density is given. So first let us calculate volume of cube. Solution of the problem. First I will calculate its volume. We know it is a cube, that is 0.4 cube, which is equal to 0.064 meter cube. Now we know density, so we can calculate mass of the cube. So the mass m equal to density into volume. Density into volume. Its value, that is, we know its density, that is given as 2000 in the problem, into its volume 0.064. So this value we are getting as 128 kgs. The mass of the cube is 128 kgs. Now let us calculate moment of inertia about its centroidal axis. Moment of inertia about centroidal axis. So we know the moment of inertia about centroidal axis for the cube. Formula we know, that is I y y, because I am trying to calculate the moment of inertia about centroidal axis parallel to one of its sides. So let us take, I am taking the side A dash, parallel to A dash side, parallel to A dash side, there is a centroidal y axis. So that is why I am calculating I y y. It is asked in the problem. He is asking to calculate about centroidal axis parallel to one edge. So this is the edge I am taking, and y is parallel to this edge. So I am calculating I y y. M into a square plus a square by 12. And we know all the values. We know its mass. We know its side. So substituting all the values, we are getting answer as 3.413 units are kg meter square. So this is the answer for the first bit, that is centroidal axis parallel to one of its sides. So we did the first. Now let us calculate moment of inertia about the edges he is asking. So let us consider the edge of the cube, that is A dash. Let us calculate that. So let us calculate moment of inertia about the edge A dash. We know formula for the moment of inertia about its edge, that we have to use a parallel axis theorem, that is I about A dash which is parallel to its centroidal axis. We know that whenever we want to calculate moment of inertia other than its centroidal axis, we have to use parallel axis theorem. Here this A dash line is parallel to centroidal y axis. So there is a distance between y axis and the edge A dash. So we have to consider parallel axis theorem. So according to parallel axis theorem, moment of inertia about edge A dash can be written as moment of inertia about its center plus its mass into h square. So h is the distance. So which is also equal to, in this about centroid with respect to A dash means this line is parallel to IYY. So this IG centroid is nothing but it is centroidal y axis, we can see in the diagram. So this can also be written as IYY, or you can also write this as IYY. So this moment of inertia about centroid is nothing but IG or IYY. So let us write that. Now we know moment of inertia about y axis, that is just now we have calculated in the previous, that is 3.413 plus we know its mass, that is 128, we have calculated, and the distance h is the distance you can see in the diagram. So from the y axis means from the center of this side I will draw a line perpendicular distance. This perpendicular distance is known as a small h in this case, and to calculate the small h can be calculated as, because it becomes a diagonal, so it can be calculated as a by 2, means this total side is a, up to this point this distance is a by 2 and the remaining distance is a by 2, h as a by 2 whole square plus a by 2 whole square. So according to Pythagoras theorem, we can write the diagonal as this is a by 2 and this is a by 2. So this I am writing as h square equal to a by 2 whole square plus a by 2 whole square. So that will get h square. So same formula I am writing here. Now we know the side of the a, that is 0.4, then we will be getting h square value as 0.08 meter square. So let us write h value in place of h here, that is 0.08 whole square. Now the answer about A dash we are getting as 13.653. We know the units, that is kg meter square. So this is the answer for the second bit, and this is the answer for the first bit. So the problem I will just explain. So cube is given, so he is asking to calculate moment of inertia about a centroidal axis parallel to h. So we are considering the edge A dash. Parallel to this there is a centroidal y axis. So we have calculated IYY because we know the formula. The second bit is asking to calculate about the edge A dash. We know formula for this, we are using parallel axis theorem. So we have calculated about A dash. With this problem is complete.